Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, presented to you by Cutting to the Ball in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben. As always, I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
Claire.
Hey.
And P.
Hey.
And today we're going to have a chat about some weird shit we found on the net this week, or some just stuff that's in the news that's, relevant, but still slightly disturbing and odd.
Yep.
It's a current event show, people, just go with it. Right, oh, for fuck's sake, seriously?
This one's for you.
Oh, fucking hell. Yuri Geller, enemy of the show, and me personally, reckons he'll find Ark of the Covenant and cause an historical earthquake. Yes, of course you will, Yuri. Of course you fucking will.
By bending a spoon.
By bending a spoon. Yuri Geller reckons he's going to cause a historical earthquake by finding the sacred Ark of the Covenant. The psychic who made his name by bending spoons with his mind on the TV, because it wasn't with his mind. It's a very simple trick, anyone can learn to do it. It says he has a vision of the ancient religious relic and hopes to start digging for it later in the year. He's going to... Well, Indiana Jones did it first, Yuri. You're not Indiana Jones. The Mystic, 75. He's 75. Just give up and go home, you fucking twat.
He's looking for the Ark of the Covenant.
He's not going to find it. The greatest minds in some of the greatest minds in history have looked for the Ark of the Covenant. They never found it.
He had a vision.
Good for him. He took the credit for David Beckham breaking his foot in a World Cup once.
Did he?
You know when Beckham had that metatarsal injury?
Yeah.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was the penalty. He said he sent out a negative thought by accident just as David Beckham hit the penalty, and the keeper saved it.
Against Argentina, was it?
He's a knobber, isn't he? He really is an absolute knobber.
He's a twat. He's full of shit. There'll be an earth-shattering historical tsunami and an archaeological and a theological earthquake. He added, "Yes, dear friends, the opposition will be huge. We're talking about an item that is holy, and nothing will come in its way to be freed and shock the world into biblical historical reality." So Yuri obviously thinks his old days, the Bible is literally real. It's 6,000 years old, there was a great flood, extinction level event, blah-de-blah, God's real, God of Eden.
Is that him now at 75? Can't be, surely.
No, I don't think so.
Because I haven't seen him for a while.
People have been looking for this for centuries. No one knows where it is, but I know where it is.
Oh, well, tell us then.
I have seen it via remote viewing. It has 4 golden rings on its corners. I can see it clearly. Where is it then? Exactly.
What's he keeping himself?
He said he cannot reveal where it is, but hinted it's still maybe in Israel. Oh, what a surprise.
I actually heard it was in Ethiopia.
Apparently, those guys claim to have it and won't let anyone in, but they have to choose a new guardian, don't they?
Yeah.
And he dies of radiation poisoning after so years.
I heard it's at number 10 Downing Street.
What, the Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah. Boris has got it. In his bedroom.
Keep his cocaine in.
Yeah.
Gold wallpaper.
It's at the bottom of his bed, it is.
If anywhere, that thing's in a fucking disused warehouse at the back of the British Museum. I guarantee you. So it's just in some crate that no one ever got round to open.
Long-term storage written on the side.
Yeah, it's just some crate that no one ever got round to open them.
Well, Yuri knows where it is, he's going to get it.
Right. Apparently, it's a pure gold covered wooden chest with an elaborate lid. According to the Bible's book of Exodus, it contains the 2 stone tablets of the 10 Commandments. It was said to have rested in King Solomon's temple in Jerusalem before it was attacked by the Babylonians in 587 BC. And what happened next is a mystery. It's been sought by archaeologists and treasure hunters, and is rumoured to possess great supernatural powers that caught the interest of who else but Adolf Hitler. Because it would, wouldn't it? Because that's what Adolf Hitler, a virulent anti-Semite, wants. He wants the sacred box of the Jewish people.
Yeah.
Although saying that, one of the things was that if you've got that, you don't lose battles.
Yep.
So the saying goes. That would have come in handy.
Looks about the size of an ottoman, doesn't it? I do. I just keep on thinking that.
An
Look
Ottoman-
nice down the side of my bed. Stella would sleep lovely in that. Nice golden ottoman.
Yeah. I was going to say, some people think that it was actually uranium, don't they?
Yeah.
Just a box full of uranium.
Yeah.
Hence
'Cause
it's
it does-
radioactive
Yeah.
kind of.
They found it, and it used to smite armies, didn't it?
It did, but would also kill your own army. No, it's just in a crate in the British Museum that no one's ever got around to open them.
Mm.
There was some administrative cock up, it wasn't labelled correctly, and everyone, they just think it's just some statues from some district in Egyptian tomb that isn't that important.
Well, Yuri will find it for us.
Yeah.
I got
Good
faith.
luck, mate. Good
Oh,
luck.
Yuri Geller,
You
fucking-
bend them spoons and you find
you
it for
fucking
us.
prick, Geller. Shut up and go away.
Moving on. Man allegedly lied about SpaceX job, then dismembered parents when they found out.
Those are the vacant eyes of a killer, aren't they?
Jesus Christ.
I was hoping for a minute dismembered meant something different to what I know it. I was thinking, could that mean something else? No, it means
no,
what
it really
I think
is.
it means, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yes.
Chandler Halderson.
Oh, well, his name was Chandler.
He didn't
that
take a chance,
tells you
did he?
everything, doesn't it?
Chandler Halderson. You don't go with two L's so close to each other in a name.
He'd spent the past few years living with his parents amid the continued spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. His father, Bart Halderson, and his mother, Krista, believed he was working for a Wisconsin insurance company while finishing up his college coursework. Things seemed to be looking up for their son after he revealed in June 2021 that he had been hired by SpaceX and would be moving to Florida later that month. Alderson had told his girlfriend the same, who planned to move with him to an apartment he claimed he'd already rented alongside a car. There was just one small problem. Apparently none of this was true. Prosecutors claim that Halderson was simply playing video games all day and would wake up early so he could tell his father he had meetings in the morning. When his dad uncovered the truth, it has been reported that Halderson allegedly shot him to death before shooting his mother.
That escalated quickly.
It did, didn't it? He then dismembered their bodies and scattered them across southern Wisconsin before reporting them missing almost a week later.
Well, he tried his best.
That's messed up, man.
His father reportedly questioned his lack of money, but the accused continued to fabricate paper trails of emails and claimed that issues with direct deposit information resulted in a lack of funds. Brown claimed that when Halderson's father pushed for rent, his son doubled down his lies. The best way out of your pretend job is an even more pretend job, Brown said. He's going to be an astronaut.
No.
Oh, fucking hell. Not anymore.
Dear oh dear.
Investigators later reportedly found remains of a human skull in the fireplace and more remains at Halderson's girlfriend's family farm. The farm owner claimed he was behaving strangely when he visited after July the 1st and asked to swim in their pool.
Oh no!
Instead, they spotted him in the field where they'd later find Bart's torso along with saw blades, scissors, tree loopers and a tarp covered with Bart and Krista's blood.
Tree loppers.
Tree loppers.
Tree loppers.
The bone, I guess.
Messed up that is.
More body parts were found after Halderson told his girlfriend he was doing chores. Instead, she captured a screenshot of his location that seemingly placed him in the woods by the river where they found his mom's legs.
Fuck.
Dear
Yeah.
oh dear.
Notes on the man's phone apparently showed a shopping list straight from the murderer handbook, including items like hydrogen peroxide and lemon, which, when mixed, produce a bleach-like liquid. Alongside the shopping list were the statements, clean floor and get a job. Fucking hell.
He could have just got a job in the first place and not dismembered his family.
Oh, it's the pressure to succeed in the capitalist system.
Why is it always weird, skinny white guys that do this kind of thing?
With scary eyes.
Yeah, but what is it about it? Like,
I don't know.
it seems to be that kind of. He seems a stereotypical person that would do that.
I think it's the pressure to succeed gets to him.
Yeah, I think there's definitely some of that. Societal pressures, isn't there?
Like, why haven't you got a job? Where's our money? I've got a job. He spent more time fabricating the emails. He didn't spend so much time fabricating the emails. He could have gone out and got a job. He's waking up early to say I'm going in for meetings. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just go and get the job. You're spending more time pretending you got a job than just if you spent time looking for one. He doesn't want to admit he's failed, does he? Doesn't want to just go and get that. So
Wants to be an astronaut.
Wants to be an astronaut.
Okay, so on Boxing Day 2021, the world lost one of the greatest activists in its history, Desmond Tutu. A noble...
And slang for a 2-all draw in football. A Desmond.
Is it?
A Tutu.
Yeah.
He's a Nobel Peace Prize winner, a South African theologian, earned a global attention for his unrivaled role in highlighting the inequalities of apartheid.
The iniquities.
Iniquities of apartheid, continued his work in conflict resolution right up to his 79th birthday. In one of his final generous gestures to the well-being of humanity, Tutu chose aquamation for his funeral. Does anyone
I'd
know
never
what
heard
that
of
is?
this, no.
No.
Well, if the guy before had gone for a bit of this and learnt what aquamation is about, it's an eco-friendly alternative to cremation that uses liquid to dispose of the body instead of fire.
I'm sorry, but I want the full fucking Viking boat on fire funeral. If I don't die by fire, if I don't get cremated, I won't get to Valhalla. What's going to happen then?
I thought that was a fallacy. I didn't think they lit it up.
Well, either way, I want a fucking bale fire on top of the Wrekin.
I don't think they do that anymore.
I want one.
I wonder if you could request one.
Yeah.
I don't care, I'll be dead, so who gives a shit? Chuck me in the trash for all I care.
Sounds like this guy, he asked that his coffin be the cheapest available and the bouquet of carnations for his family be the only flowers. So aquamation is known as a biocremation, resumation, flameless cremation. It's starting to sound like a rap.
Yeah.
Flameless cremation, resumation, biocremation, and water cremation. Using alkaline and hydrolysis to dispose of the human or animal remains. Touted as an eco-friendly alternative to cremation, uses a heated alkaline solution to break down the body, leaving behind just the skeleton.
So basically, sticking them in lime.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's just the same as that, isn't it?
So what are you doing with the skeleton?
Well,
Breaks it down, doesn't it?
No,
No,
just leaves
it
only the
leaves just the
skeleton.
skeleton.
Oh, it just leaves the skeleton.
So what are we doing with the skeleton?
Hang it up and put some little pins in it and
Pins in it and...
sell it to a school.
The amount of people dying every day, we're gonna have a surplus of skeletons.
That's fine.
If it's melting
Every class
everything
can
off
have
it,
one.
Every home can have one at this rate.
Yeah, every home could have one and you put a top hat on it or something.
And the
You
doctor
could have Desmond in your home.
You can raffle him off with the national lottery.
Imagine how much money they could make. Like, half the stars in your home. Like Elvis Presley's bones.
I bet someone's already got him.
Shit.
I'll guarantee you someone's already got them. Someone's got Elvis's brain.
And a bit of hair, all sorts, haven't they?
Yeah.
So during aquamation, the body is placed inside a pressurised vessel filled with a mixture of water and potassium hydroxide and heated to about 90 to 150 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, you're right, Pete. It's lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they used to do, basically, isn't it?
The solution doesn't boil, but instead gently gets to work breaking down the organic matter over several hours. Sounds a bit better than burning, doesn't it really?
You were burning's a lot faster.
Yeah, but you got to think of all the
But
shit you
it's
put in the air.
the carbon footprint it
Yeah.
leaves, isn't it, in comparison?
Yeah.
Takes a lot to heat them things up as well.
Yeah, you always got a backlog at the creme. What are you going to do with this? It's a 7-hour backlog.
Well, cremation's often considered environmentally friendly alternative to traditional burial practice that involve costly wooden coffins and embalming chemicals. Around 1 million acres of land, this is in the US, is dedicated to human burial.
Wow.
It's stripping around 4 million acres of forest each year.
That's ridiculous.
So yeah, sticking us in one of these like sort of tubes, you know,
Yeah.
and melting us down. So,
Yeah, but what if they start taking our fucking natural essence and like turning it into Soylent Green
Mm.
and strip away our resources or any nutrients, any proteins, stick it in some kind of glute for the poor to eat?
Well, the liquid left behind after aquamation is a sterile mix of organic compounds including salts and amino acids that can be used as fertiliser.
I'm
So
not
they
being
work-
fertiliser.
yeah.
Well, that's kind of good
That's what
because
you-
you
that's what
get
you
put
do in-
back into the earth, don't you?
Yeah.
That's what ends up, gets
Well.
recycled. All of our atoms used to be in stars.
Or we can get neutralised and safely released into waterways. I want that. I want to go be free.
Go be drank.
Go be drank. I want to put myself in as many people as possible.
What if you were buried? You'd just,
Pissed out.
get back into the ground eventually, wouldn't you? But it uses 1/7 of the energy used in cremation and produces none of the emissions. So
Yeah.
it's a
No, it
thumbs
is a
up from
plus.
me.
I wonder how expensive it is though.
Yeah.
You gotta get the chemicals, haven't you?
I guess so. I mean, so you lie.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cheaper, I imagine. Good idea.
Let's invest in it.
Yeah. Well
Bye,
done.
bye, bye!
Bye bye bye.
By lie. Alright. Use Prince Andrew.
He's on the run.
He's been forced to sell £17 million Swiss chalet he owns to cover the cost of a sex abuse case.
Good, I hope he loses everything.
Me too. Contrary to previous reports, the Queen will not be bailing him out, probably because I don't see why she should use her money, which she gets from us, to fund fucking nonsense defence. Maybe she's come to that conclusion. Or the fact that he's fucking guilty and she doesn't be associated with him.
It's her favourite son as well.
I know.
It's amazing.
As per a Daily Mirror exclusive, the Duke of York's Swiss chalet is being put on the market in an attempt to cover the spiralling legal costs being wrapped up as he and his team continue to try and quash Virginia Guthrie's lawsuit.
They're trying to get on a technicality now, aren't they?
They are.
Because she
What's
signed
that?
something.
2009.
Yeah.
She got $500,000, didn't she?
Yeah. And said that she would not pursue.
It's already been settled,
Anybody
so how
else?
can they pursue it again?
Yeah.
Which is a law.
It is.
There's a law.
But in that clause, it doesn't state. It doesn't actually state his name, does it?
Was
No,
it
it's
from
really-
Epstein, wasn't
And
it?
it's whether or not
Yeah.
those things should be allowed to happen. I don't think they should. I mean, if you're setting out of court, it's for that case against that person.
Yeah.
Shouldn't automatically nullify everybody else, should it?
No, of
Surely
course
that's
it
not
shouldn't.
fair, is it?
No. And up until now, it had been reported the Queen would be paying for his defence team, with lawyer Andrew Bretler rumoured to be charging £1,500 an hour. An hour? Her legal team posted something recently, said they want medical proof he can't sweat. You heard that? Did you ever see the interview?
Yeah.
Oh, if I'm ever feeling a little bit down, I stick that interview on to cheer myself up. It's that much of a fucking car crash. That one, no matter how bad things are, I'll never be Prince Andrew with that interview.
Oh, no.
It's so bad.
It is, isn't it?
I've never watched it. I've seen.
What
Snippets of
the
it.
highlights on YouTube. But, you know, he just tries to justify his way out of everything. He's so badly informed.
He's so out of touch, isn't he?
Yeah.
They all are.
But in the interview, he claimed that because he was shot at in the Falklands, he had an overdose of adrenaline, which means he can't sweat. So the person in the pictures isn't him because that guy's sweaty.
Well, it clearly is him.
Clearly is him, but that's his. He was at a Pizza Express in Woking, allegedly, when this particular incident happened. Allegedly happened.
It could cost up to £3 million in lifelong damages,
Oof.
which is still nothing to him.
No. A source is quoted as saying that it's a crunch time for Andrew on several fronts. He's meeting all the costs himself, so he needs to raise cash fast to pay the bills, which are increasing by the day. The property itself, Chalet Hellora, is located in the ski resort of Verbières, and was purchased by Andrew and ex-wife Sarah Ferguson back in 2014. Fergie. It is thought that the pair agreed to sell the Swiss chalet last September when allegations started resurfacing once again. She loved her toes sucked, did Fergie.
Did she?
She did. She had an affair with this Texan guy. It broke when he took pictures of him sucking her toes came out.
Toe job.
Toe jobs. Toe jobs for all.
Done a Paul Scholes.
Oh, that was weird. Yeah, I think he's guilty as fuck and everyone knows it. I mean, Charles has kind of said to him, you stay the fucking hell in the background and don't you dare come out. And even the Queen's saying, nah, I'm not paying for that. They must know he's done something.
There's a photo. It's pretty evident that he was there.
Just a bit.
If it's not, then what is proof anymore?
Yeah.
You know?
You know we'll get away with it, don't you? I'll settle out of court for $3 million. It's nothing to him.
It's the royal family's reputation. Then he's dragged him into it, hasn't he?
He's not going to let you get to court, though, is he? Because then the finer details are going to be exposed.
I think if he goes to America, I honestly think that they'll try and push for as much as they can. If his lawyers allow him to go to America into an American court, I think he'll get slaughtered.
He won't go, will he? Okay, moving on. Tesco mix-up baffles shopper after he was asked if he was old enough to buy a sausage.
What?
What?
Hey?
A sausage?
Yeah. Foo Fang. That is one of the reasons why I chose this article, just for the name.
Never.
Foo Fang.
Fantastic.
30 said he was stopped at the self-service till at Tesco in Fulbourn near Cambridge because of what the supermarket giant called a bit of a mix-up.
Well, fuck me, no shit.
He said he was surprised when asked if he was old enough to buy a sausage at a self-checkout in Tesco after tech mix-up labelled the food as only for those over 18. Foo Fang said Tesco accidentally listed a saucisson sec,
I've no idea.
which is a dry cured pork product, as secateurs, which is a bladed item and potential buyers must prove their age. I was very surprised when I was asked if I was old enough to buy the sausage, he said.
It's like a big pepperami, innit?
Is it?
Yeah.
The message on the front of the self-checkout stated he was buying secateurs, a gardening tool, and the entry was marked as age approval required, minimum age 18.
200 grams of secateurs.
He thought, I hope I bought the right kind of sausage. It was very odd and the shop assistant had to call the manager over. He thought it was a joke and I thought it was a prank. I guess they thought the sausage was a bladed object, so they needed to check my age.
He's also got some salami, look. He likes his sausage.
He does. Maybe he's planning on beating someone to death with that bit of sausage. Looks chunky enough.
Maybe he uses it for something completely different.
Well, who can say?
But apparently this is what makes the news nowadays.
And who says we're not dumbing down society?
That's nothing.
That's news. Who hasn't had some kind of mix-up at a till before now? Oh well. Let's keep letting the media control our lives, eh? Keep calm and carry on. Right. Next one then. Last one.
So, the 90 Day Fiancé star who made £38,000 a week selling farts in a jar was hospitalised.
Never.
I'm sorry, farts in a jar.
Yeah.
What's 90 Day Fiancés where you marry someone within 90 days, is that right?
I think it's a show on TV, isn't it?
It's a show, but I don't know. I think you have like 3 months, you're with them and then you get married, and
God knows, but who knows? I don't even know what channel it would have been on or anything. But yeah, it's a one of these reality programs, isn't it?
yeah.
Stephanie Matto recently shed light on her unusual stream of income, explaining how she utilised her 260,000 strong following as her customer base to sell her pungent product, which retailed at a priceless sum of $1,000
Well,
or £750.
Who in their fucking right mind is paying for that?
I don't know. Why can't I do that?
You
Why
smell
can't I-
your fucking fart.
Exactly. The smell had lasted by the time it got to you.
At one point, demand was so high for Stephanie's wind that she was producing up to 50 jars worth of farts a week.
Fucking hell.
What's she eating?
Well,
Bread,
She has to eat a lot of beans, black beans.
Well, this is the problem. This is the problem, see? However, she may have squeezed out too many as the reality star had to make a hospital dash. She told the press, "I thought I was having a stroke
Oh, fucking hell.
and that these were my final moments. I was overdoing it." So she recalled how she consumed 3 protein shakes and a huge bowl of black bean soup in one day before feeling that something was not right with the pressure in her stomach that had moved upwards throughout her body. It was quite hard to breathe, and every time I tried to breathe, I'd feel a pinching sensation around her heart, she explained. So yeah, she thought she was having a heart attack, basically. Basically, she spent an evening in hospital. They told her to sort of diet out, not maybe bottle farts up anymore for people.
Well, if she wants me to stand in for her,
She was
tomorrow
given,
morning's a great time.
she was given a bit of gas suppression medication and sent on her way, basically. But yeah, so I think she gave up doing farts in a jar.
Well, if she wants me to stand in,
But £1,000 for a jam
Ridiculous,
jar
isn't it?
with a fart in it. Yeah, alright, she is really hot, to be fair. She is pretty fit.
yeah, well, I don't want to stiff her farts.
But I would not be spending £750.
Not for £1,000, not for 750
No.
quid.
No chance.
No. Not interested.
What about a fiver?
Yeah, maybe. Why is it that one bird? What's her name? Belle Delphine. She used to sell her bath water.
Ridiculous.
You hear people saying, "Oh, I drink a bath water." Maybe there is like truth to that.
Maybe,
some
yeah.
weirdos that, yeah.
Bring on the asteroid, that's what I say.
Bring on the asteroid. We've gone too far. Right, on that note, let's end the show. I've been Ben, thank you very much for listening. Don't join the Favour Aid, don't join a cult. Don't think that bottling your farts is a good idea. Or if you do think that's a good idea and you need a substitute, contact me. Because tomorrow morning, I'll tell you that now, it's not going to be pretty in my room.
Jesus. I'm Mike, feeling sick. Peace out, may the force be with you.
I've been Claire. Don't mix up your sausage and your secateurs.
I've been Pete. Peace out, take care. See you next time.